Good morning, students. Today we will solve this problem, and this problem is very important. Problem of two column cash book, that is double column cash book. See the problem. There are various transactions given. March 1st, opening cash balance rupees 12,000 and bank balance rupees 36,000. March 2nd, cashed a check for rupees 15,000 and paid salary for the month of February in cash rupees 12,500. Cashed check means encashed check means by check withdrew rupees 15,000 and paid salary for the month of February. ओके, म्हणजे या ट्रान्झॅक्शनमध्ये दोन एंट्रीज आहेत. दिस ट्रान्झॅक्शन इन्व्हॉल्व्स टू एंट्रीज. First entry will be of withdrawing cash from the bank rupees 15,000 through check, and next entry will be of paying salary. 4th March, direct deposit by Mr. Sunil Sheth in our bank account rupees 3,000, discount allowed rupees 100. So this entry will be in bank account receipt side, and discount allowed entry will be in journal proper. 10th March, received from an outstation customer a check of rupees 9,500. Check was deposited into bank on 12th March, means on 10th March only check has been received, so the entry will be passed in journal proper. On 12th March this check was deposited and the bank debited rupees 20 as collection charges. This entry will be of bank charges rupees 20. Now 11th March, Gobind settled his account of rupees 6,000 by check of rupees 5,900. So it means we have given him 100 rupees discount. This check was deposited into bank on 15th March. So on 11th March the entry will be of check in hand in journal proper, and on 15th March this check will be deposited into bank. Now on 16th March, settled Ravi's account of rupees 8,200 after deducting rupees 200 as discount. Means for rupees 8,200 we have paid rupees 8,000 to him in total and received 200 rupees discount. 8,000 were paid by giving a check for rupees 6,000 and balance rupees 2,000 in cash. 17th March, withdrawn from bank rupees 15,000 and an office equipment, that is typewriter, was purchased for rupees 12,000 and balance taken by the owner. Total amount withdrawn 15,000. From that they have purchased office equipment, so rupees 12,000 will be shown in the name of office equipment, and remaining amount, that is 3,000, will be the drawings of the owner. 18th March, sold goods to Sanjay on credit rupees 8,000. As this is a credit transaction, it will be skipped. The entry will be passed in sales book and not in the cash book. 19th March, Sanjay returned goods worth rupees 500 and settled his account by a check. 22nd March, bank notifies that Sanjay's checks has been dishonored and bank debited rupees 20 towards its charges for this check. So here the entry will be of dishonor, including the bank charges debited. 24th March, issued a check of rupees 3,000 to Ashok as an advance against our order of furniture worth rupees 5,000. So the entry will be on payment side by name of Ashok, because it is advance against furniture. Actually the furniture is not purchased. 25th March, received the amount of returned check and bank charges in cash from Sanjay. Receipt side cash column. 26th March, goods worth rupees 12,000 were purchased from Shamsundar on 15th. Its payment was made today by check after deducting 5% cash discount. 15th ला 12,000 रुपीजचे गुड्स परचेस केले होते. दिस इज अ क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन, सो आपल्याला ते करायचंच नव्हतं. On 26th, entry will be of payment made by check after deducting cash discount. That is, deducting 5% of 12,000 from the amount, we have to make the payment of 11,400. by check. Discount entry will be in journal proper. 28th, paid to Manohar rupees 8,000 by check, payment side bank column. 29th March, cash sale to the debt 80,000, of which 60,000 banked. So entry will be receipt side, in cash column 20,000, in bank column 60,000, because total sale is 80,000 and from that 60,000 were deposited into bank. So remaining amount 20,000 will be in cash column. 30th March, bank collects interest on securities rupees 300, receipt side bank column. And on 31st, deposited into bank cash retaining rupees 10,000. Just like last problem, they have kept rupees 10,000 as balance in cash box and excess amount will be deposited into bank. Okay, so now let's solve this problem actually. So now let's start preparing double column cash book. On 1st March, opening balances are given 12,000 and 36,000. On 2nd March, they told us that cashed a check for rupees 15,000. It means by issuing check, they have withdrawn rupees 15,000 from the bank. So this is a contra entry by cash account, withdrawn rupees 15,000 from the bank column, and they have brought that amount in cash box, and from that paid the salary for the month of February rupees 12,000 in cash. So by salary 12,500. पहिल्यांदा बँकेतून पैसे काढलेत, ते कॅश बॉक्समध्ये आणलेत आणि नंतर त्याच दिवशी सॅलरी पेड केले फेब्रुवारी महिन्याची, असं आपल्याला सांगितलेलं आहे. ओके, सो इन दिस वे वी आर टू पास first the contra entry and then the entry of payment of salary. Understood? Now next entry on 4th, direct deposit by Mr. Sunil Sheth in our bank account rupees 3,000. So amount came into our bank account. So receipt side to Sunil Sheth's account on 4th March. They have deposited rupees 3,000 into bank. So bank column 3,000 and dash in cash column. And now the entry of discount allowed. The entry of discount allowed will be made in journal proper, that is discount allowed account debit to Sunil Sheth's account. So इथे आपण लिहूया on March 4th, entry will be discount allowed account debit 100 to Sunil Sheth's account 100, अशी एंट्री पास होईल फोर्थ मार्चला. ओके, कळत आहे? नाव द नेक्स्ट एंट्री. Entry of 10th March. Received from an outstation customer a check of rupees 9,500. On 10th, we have received a check from the customer worth rupees 9,500. Check was deposited into bank on 12th March and bank debited rupees 20 as collection charges. So check received from the customer for rupees 9,500 on 10th March will be recorded in the journal proper, that is check in hand account debit 9,500 to customer's account. Okay, so in journal proper on 10th March to customer's account, because customer's name is not given here, and डिस्काउंट 500 रुपये असण्याची शक्यता आहे, पण इथे इन फुल सेटलमेंट असं काही लिहिलेलं नाही आहे आणि वरती 10,000ची काही एंट्री नाही आहे. सो आपण अजूम करू शकत नाही, करणार नाही. वी हॅव रिसिव्ड चेक ऑफ रुपीज 9,500 फ्रॉम ए कस्टमर. ही एंट्री 10th मार्चला झालेली आहे. ओके. नाव they told us that this check was deposited into bank on 12th March and bank debited rupees 20 as collection charges. First, we will enter this check as deposited into bank on 12th March. So on 12th March, to check in hand account, the amount will be in bank column rupees 9,500. And now for clearing this check, bank debited rupees 20 as collection charges. These are bank charges. So these bank charges will be entered on payment side on 12th. बँक हॅज डेबिटेड याचा अर्थ आहे बँकेने आपल्या खात्यातून 20 रुपीज कमी केलेत, वजा करून घेतलेत. सो वी हॅव टू डिडक्ट. सो एंट्री विल बी पास्ड ऑन पेमेंट साइड. अंडरस्टूड. नाउ नेक्स्ट, गोविंद सेटल्ड हिज अकाउंट ऑफ रुपीज 6,000 बाय चेक ऑफ रुपीज 5,900. पुन्हा एकदा 11thला चेक मिळाला आहे याची एंट्री आपल्याला जर्नल प्रॉपरमध्ये करावी लागेल. ऑन 11th March, entry will be check in hand account debit. Check in hand account debit worth rupees 5,900. Okay, and this check is in full settlement of rupees 6,000. So discount will be 100. So to Govind's account 6,000. Account settled worth rupees 6,000 by receiving from Govind rupees 5,900 check, and discount allowed to him was rupees 100. Okay, this entry is passed in journal proper. And now they told us in this transaction that this check was deposited into bank on 15th March. So on 15th March, to check in hand account, and amount will be 5,900 in bank column. Understood. Now next entry, 16th March, settled Ravi's account of rupees 8,200 after deducting rupees 200 as discount by giving a check for rupees 6,000 and balance in cash. We have to settle the account of 8,200. 200 will be the discount received. So the entry of discount will be in journal proper on 16th March. Discount was received from Mr. Ravi. So Ravi's account debit 200 to discount received account 200. This will be the journal entry passed for discount in journal proper. And now here they told us that settled Ravi's account rupees 8,200 after deducting 200 rupees discount received. We have given a check of rupees 6,000 and balance in cash. So entry will be on payment side on 16th March. By Ravi's account, 2,000 will be the cash and 6,000 will be the check. So 6,000 in bank column, 2,000 in cash column. Next, on 17th, withdrawn from bank rupees 15,000 and an office equipment, that is typewriter, was purchased for 12,000 and the balance taken by the owner. So entry will be on payment side on 17th March. First, buy office equipment account. Office equipment was taken for rupees 12,000 and buy drawings 3,000. बँकेतून टोटल 15,000 विड्रॉ केलेत. 12,000 यूज फॉर ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट अँड 3,000 फॉर ड्रॉइंग्स. ओके, सो डिरेक्टली तशाच एंट्रीज केलेल्या आहेत. कॅश बॉक्समध्ये पैसे आले तसं दाखवलेलं नाही. नेक्स्ट 18th, सोल्ड गुड्स टू संजय ऑन क्रेडिट ₹8,000. ही एंट्री स्किप करायची आपल्याला. ती सेल्स बुकमध्ये होईल, जर्नल प्रॉपरमध्ये पण होणार नाही. सेल्स एंट्रीज, क्रेडिट सेलच्या एंट्रीज करण्यासाठी सेल्स बुक आणि क्रेडिट परचेसच्या एंट्रीज करण्यासाठी परचेस बुक प्रिपेअर केलं जातं वेगळं, जे आपण ह्या टॉपिक्सच्या नंतर शिकणार आहोत. सो आपण ही एंट्री स्किप करणार आहोत. जर्नल प्रॉपरमध्ये सुद्धा ही एंट्री करायची नाही आहे आपल्याला. 19th March, संजय रिटर्न गुड्स वर्थ ₹500 अँड सेटल्ड हिज अकाउंट बाय चेक. फ्रॉम 8,000 संजय रिटर्न गुड्स वर्थ ₹500. ही एंट्री कॅशबुकमध्ये होणार नाही आहे. त्यांनी ₹500 गुड्स परत पाठवलेत. सो द ट्रान्झॅक्शन इज ऑफ नाव ₹7,500 अँड ही सेटल्ड हिज अकाउंट बाय चेक, means he has paid the check worth ₹7,500. Okay, so the entry of 7,500 on 19th to Sanjay's account. Amount will be in bank column 7,500. We have assumed that check is deposited into bank because on 22nd they told us that Sanjay check has been dishonored and bank told us that thing. So this check has been deposited into bank. It is assumed, obviously. Okay, so we have received check of ₹7,500 and deposited into bank. Now 22nd, bank notifies that Sanjay check has been dishonored and bank debited ₹20 towards its charges for his check. 22nd ला संजयचा जो हा चेक आहे 7,500चा, तो डिसऑनर झालेला आहे. सो एंट्री ऑफ डिसऑनर विल बी ऑन ऑपोजिट साईड. कारण आपण इथे अकाउंटमध्ये पैसे जमा झाले तसं गृहीत धरले, ते आता नाही झाले तसं दाखवावं लागेल. सो बाय संजयज अकाउंट check dishonored and bank debited ₹20,000, so we will charge 20,000 on Sanjay. So 7,520 will be the amount of this entry. Understood? 7,500 त्याच्या चेकचे आणि ₹20 बँकेने आपल्याला डिसऑनर चेक झाल्याबद्दल चार्ज केलेत, ते आपण त्याच्याकडूनच वसूल करणार नंतर. म्हणून आपण 7,520 अशी अमाऊंट दाखवलेली आहे. कळतंय सगळ्यांना? नाव द नेक्स्ट एंट्री 24th, issued a check of ₹3,000 to Ashok as an advance against an order of furniture worth ₹5,000. So here we have given the order for the furniture of ₹5,000 but issued a check of ₹3,000. So entry will be of 3,000 on 24th by Ashok's account. As this is an advance, we will not write as by furniture account. जर फर्निचर परचेस केलं असतं तर बाय फर्निचर अकाउंट असं झालं असतं आणि चेक दिल्यामुळे अमाऊंट विल बी इन बँक कॉलम. इवन दो द प्राइस ऑफ फर्निचर इज 5,000, वी हॅव नॉट पेड द फुल अमाऊंट येट. बाय अशोक्स अकाउंट 3,000. नाव नेक्स्ट एंट्री 25th, received the amount of return check and bank charges in cash from Sanjay. On 25th हे पैसे संजयकडनं मिळालेत. रिटर्न चेक आणि बँक चार्जेसचे पैसे संजयकडनं मिळालेले आहेत. सो वी हॅव रिसिव्ड कॅश फ्रॉम संजय. सो टू संजयज अकाउंट वी हॅव रिसिव्ड 7,520 कॅश इन कॅश असं आपण म्हटलेलंच आहे. इथे 25th ला कॅश मिळालेली आहे 7,520. 26th, goods worth ₹12,000 were purchased from Shyam Sundar on 15th. This was a credit transaction. Its payment was made today by check after deducting 5% cash discount. So entry will be of payment on 26th. On 26th by Shyam Sundar account. by Shyam Sundar's account, and after deducting 5% cash discount, amount will be 11,400, and payment was made by check, so amount will be in bank column 11,400. Understood? Now the entry of discount. Discount entry will be passed in journal proper on 26th March. We have paid the amount and discount received. So entry will be of discount received from Shyam Sundar. So Shyam Sundar's account debit to discount received account, and discount is rupees 600, that is 5% of rupees 12,000. Okay, now the next entry. 28th, paid to Manohar rupees 8,000 by check. So on 28th, by Manohar's account, 8,000 were paid by check. So amount will be in bank column 8,000. 29th, cash sales rupees 80,000, out of which 60,000 bank. So on 29th, to sales account, total sale is 80,000, 60,000 will be in bank column, so remaining 20,000 will be in cash column. कारण 20,000 60,000 बँक्ड असं सांगितलं आहे, म्हणजे बँकेत भरली. 30th March, bank collects interest on securities rupees 300. So entry will be receipt side 30th March to interest on securities. म्हणजे सेक्युरिटीजमध्ये इन्व्हेस्टमेंट केलेली असेल त्याचा इंटरेस्ट अकाउंटवर जमा झाला आहे 300 रुपीज विल बी इन बँक कॉलम. बँक कलेक्टेड इंटरेस्ट ऑन अवर बिहाफ. And now on 31st, deposited into bank cash retaining rupees 10,000. So now we will tally the cash book and see how much amount is remaining in cash box. Let's start. First we will tally cash column. Here we will write debit total, credit total and difference of cash column. This is the rough space. Rough paper वर तुम्ही करणं expected आहे. I am showing it here. Debit total is 54,520. Credit total is 14,500. So difference is 40,020. Okay, so total receipts, total cash receipts are 54,520. Total payments are, cash payments are 14,500. So amount remaining in cash box 40,020. So big total is 54,520. Now जर अमाऊंट डिपॉझिट काही केली नसती बँकेत तर बॅलन्स आपण 40,020 लिहिला असता. बट ते टोल्ड अस दॅट आउट ऑफ दॅट 10,000 विल बी रिमेन्ड ॲज बॅलन्स अँड रिमेनिंग अमाऊंट विल बी डिपॉझिटेड इन टू बँक. ओके, सो 10,000 will be remain as balance, and after deducting 10,000 from 40,020, 30,020 will be deposited into bank. Okay, so first we have to withdraw this amount from cash box and then we will deposit this amount in bank account. So this is a contra entry. First on 31st March, by bank account, this is contra entry, and on the same date to cash account. कॉन्ट्रा एंट्री. बँकेमध्ये जमा होतील 30,020. बघा, कॅशमधनं पैसे बाहेर काढले, टोटल 40,020 होते, त्यातले 10,000 ठेवलेत बॅलन्स म्हणून. उरलेले पैसे कॅशमधून बाहेर काढले, बँकेमध्ये आणले. सो दिस इज द कॉन्ट्रा एंट्री अँड दिस इज द बॅलन्स, बाय बॅलन्स carried down. As per their requirement, we have kept rupees 10,000 in the cash box and deposited the excess amount into bank. Understood? Now we will tally bank column. Debit total is $1,52,220. Credit total is $65,940. Debit total 152,220. Credit total 65,940. So difference will be 86,280. So this will be the balance here, 86,280. This will be the bank balance and this will be the cash balance. Okay, in this way we have to solve the double column cash book and we have passed the journal entries here as working notes. तुम्ही जर्नल प्रॉपर असं म्हणून पण जर्नल एंट्रीज करू शकता. तुम्हाला जर्नल एंट्रीज विचारलेल्याच नसतील तर यू हॅव टू प्रिपेअर ओनली कॅश बुक. नो नीड ऑफ प्रिपेअरिंग जर्नल प्रॉपर. ओके, सो सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लेम. दिस इज ए व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट प्रॉब्लेम. जर काही डाऊट्स असेल तर विचारू शकता. ओके, दॅट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे.